Amazon Prime Video is acquiring a historic British film studio that served as the production home for the second season of the streaming series, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. If you were head of Amazon Prime Video, which studio or production would be your next target?
Oh, this one's easy, Anne. Although Disney would never let them do that, I'd go for the Elstree Studio or Pinewood Studios, also in London, because that's where they filmed
Oh,
Star Wars. Yeah,
okay.
100%. Yeah,
Okay. You
yep.
just tried to scoop that right up.
Do you have one? Is there one that's on your mind, or was this one a
Mm,
question just for me today?
This was just for you because I don't know the studios as well. Like I know the shows obviously, like I
Yeah,
tell you about a show every day pretty much. But
you do.
I
Yes.
don't know the studio angle of it. And so this felt like a perfect question for you because I knew you would know exactly, you'd have an exact answer right away.
Yeah, yeah,
As you
yeah.
did.
Well, that's actually the only studio I know of too, believe it or not. But yeah, I don't get that deep into this stuff. But yeah, no, yeah. And this, folks, just get this is not gonna be a lightning round. This is gonna be a round of various electrical surges, I think, throughout the next 5 or 6 minutes. All right. A trendy Brooklyn vintage shop that has been hit by shoplifters of late is fighting back with an art installation of the thieves' photos. So, Anne, my question for you is: back in your teenage dirtbag days, which you've told me quite a lot about over the years, would there have been any establishments that would have painted your face on the wall?
Yeah, probably the ones I worked at. I mean, I think
Oh,
if I'm
any
being
in
honest,
particular?
I don't know what the statute of limitations is on this stuff, so I better be careful. But um, yeah, I mean, I worked at a drugstore and I worked at a tobacco shop, and
The
let me tell
tobacco shop. That
you,
was what I was going for.
the
Yes.
tobacco shop, lots of stuff happened
What
there
age were
that
you in the tobacco shop?
probably, oh God. Well, I was 16 when I was
God,
working at the tobacco
that's
shop. You
crazy.
needed to be
Different day.
18 to buy cigarettes. Yeah, I definitely was giving any one of my friends that came in cigarettes. So
Free pack. Free pack.
yeah, it was not my proudest moment. And yeah, my parents didn't really realize that I was working at the tobacco shop. It was in the same strip mall as the drugstore. So I was just picking up shifts here and there with some friends. So they might even have just known this by listening to this podcast, Chris. So yeah, it was not my finest moment. Teenage dirtbag is the perfect way to describe my teen years.
Very nice.
All right, let's go to question number 3. Chicken Salad Chick is expanding into another territory as they continue on their mission to open another 40 stores by the end of the year. If you were to open a franchise based on one of your favorite cuisines, what would it be and what would you name it?
Ooh, and this one, you fortunately sent me a little bit of time ahead of time, or you gave me a little bit of advance warning on this one because this one's tough. I had to think about this one for a long time. Um,
Have you been
I,
to Chicken Salad Chick first?
no,
Like I heard this place is like explode. Like I've heard, I've never been, but listeners, tell us your thoughts because I've heard this place is like super impressive. So
I maybe I'm not a big fan of mass-produced chicken salad. That sounds like a norovirus waiting to happen, to be honest with you. But especially with
why I picked this question for
yeah,
you.
my gut. But I thought really hard about this. I was like, what food concept doesn't exist that could? And you know what? I love it. I love French fries, Anne.
Yeah.
And the thing I hate about getting French fries at a restaurant is you only get one type. Sometimes you might get two. I actually went out to dinner last night. And I looked to see how many types of French fries they have. And there was actually three because they throw in sweet potato fries as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but there's so many different types of French fries, especially when you think about the seasoning and the sauces you could put with them. So
Yeah.
I'm going with the French fry all the time store, and I'm calling it fly fry. Fly
Fly
fry.
fry. I
Yeah.
like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
One
This
letter
is so
difference.
you're taking inspiration from Rira, our favorite Las Vegas restaurant, Irish bar, that has the two kinds of fries. And this is just like an expansion of all those fries. You can have the pub fries, the all of the varieties.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Like, there's the steak fry, there's the
Yeah.
McDonald's fry, there's the corn
String
flour
fries.
dusted fry, there's the
Yeah.
curly fry, the
Yeah.
seasoned fry, the I feel like I'm bubblegum shrimp right now, and that's what I feel
Yes.
like. I'm like,
I
but
feel
there's
like
so many types of fries.
you might need to create that restaurant. That sounds actually incredible. I would attend Fly Fry, Chris.
The only problem is it's carb heavy. I think it's a little carb heavy.
Yes.
All right, last one. I was inspired this week, Ed. I really was. And so I made this question just for you. How would you rank the following household chores in order of most desirable to least desirable? 1, vacuuming the living room. 2, hand
Mhm.
washing the dishes. Or
Mhm.
3, putting a fitted sheet on the bed.
Oh man, I just had to do this week because we have people staying in our house for a house swap. I would rank them in that exact order because putting the sheets on the bed, one of my least favorite
Me
things of all
too.
time.
Yes. That's why I
Especially
asked you.
bunk beds. Oh my God.
Oh,
My kids have bunk beds. I would do so much for my husband to have him take over the job of putting the fitted sheets on the bunk beds because it's the worst. But you agree, you don't like fitted
yeah.
sheets.
I had this epiphany this weekend. I was like putting a fitted sheet on a bed. I'm like, I hate putting a fitted sheet on a bed. Like it is just my least favorite thing to do, especially as you get older, your hands start to hurt a little bit. It gets harder to do too. And like I'm because you get some like arthritis going on or whatever.
Arthritic
But yeah, but I'm
sheet
like,
fitting.
this sucks. Like I hate it. I'd rather I didn't leave this option, but I'd rather plunge my toilet than put a fitted sheet on a bed. Like
Ooh.
that's how much I hate
Uh.
doing it. But I'm surprised to see that was actually your least favorite thing. I bet many listeners are like, yeah, putting a fitted sheet on
What about
sucks.
hand washing the dishes? How does your rank? Do you put that before vacuuming?
No, my order would be the exact same as you. I hate
Exact
hand
same.
washing the
Yeah.
dishes too. Vacuuming, not a big deal. I just got to do it, but like I don't
Yeah.
mind doing
Yeah.
vacuuming. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, like fitted sheets, like you got to get them. You got to know which end is right, and then you put it on sometimes, and it gets twisted, and you got to
Yeah.
start over. It's all disastrous. But
No, no. It's only going downhill with arthritis too, Chris.
right, right.